One of the biggest games this week is Crestview and St. Paul, both teams unbeaten and playing for a Firelands Conference championship. I'm now joined by Mason Minnich, a Crestview alum and a state record holder, you could say. Holds one of the best state single-season rushing records, and that happened to be in 2011, the last time Crestview defeated St. Paul at home, 28-24. So we welcome in Mason Minnich. Welcome, Mason.
Thanks for having me, Travis.
Let's get right into it. You know, Plymouth is your biggest rival. It's a natural rival, but St. Paul, they got to be right up there as well, just the way you guys play against each other.
Yeah, St. Paul's always been a really good team. Very well coached. They've always had great players. I remember back when I was playing, we had Eric Schwederman. He led his team to the state championship and won. I remember that. He went to Ashland University, was a great safety there. And then Isaac Livengood, he was the kid in my class. They were always giving us tooth, fighting down to the very end of the game. So always a great matchup. But you're right, Plymouth and St. Paul have always been rivals of ours. So I'm really, really proud of the team, and I look forward to see what they do this week.
Yeah, and it's just been tough for Crestview the last 10 years. That 2011 game was the last time you defeated them. So, they got to be with a chip on their shoulder going into this game. But you got to say, they have the best squad since 2011 coming out this weekend.
Yeah, the team looks great. I've looked at all the stats. Everybody's looking like they're playing the best ball that we've played in a long time. We're lights out on defense. We're scoring over 40 points a game on offense on average. They got a really good running back, a young man named Connor Morris. He's running the ball really well. Hayden Kuhn, I've known Hayden since he was in diapers. The kid's always been a really good athlete and a competitor. Really proud to see them and the rest of the team. So yeah, St. Paul is always going to be a good match, and the big games, somebody's got to come up with a big play. So I look forward to seeing the young man that comes out and makes a big play this Friday night.
And speaking of big plays, in that 2011 matchup, you guys had the lead for most of that game until late in the fourth quarter when they took a 24-21 lead, I believe. And then you guys went down and scored with, I think, 23 seconds left. Just take me through that game in general in the last drive.
I mean, I'm going to try my best, Travis. It was 10 years ago. I can't believe it's already been 10 years ago. Time's flying, but every game that year was really close, if anybody remembers that season. But that St. Paul game, everybody was playing their absolute hardest every single play. That's what I remember most about that whole season. And not just that game, but nobody ever didn't give 100% every single play and every single practice. So coming up to answer your question, that drive at St. Paul, we just looked at each other and we knew that we worked our tails off that whole year, and it was coming down that drive. And we knew we always wanted to be undefeated, and it was that time to either step up to the plate and do what we worked hard for. So we everybody executed their assignments. We went one play at a time, stayed in the moment, and we won the game for each other.
Yeah, and it was a big win at that. You guys ended up going undefeated, won the outright Firelands Conference championship, and then, you made it to a regional semifinal before falling. But with this team, it kind of has that same feel of that 2011 squad. They're a balanced attack. They have a running back that can really dominate. He's third in the area in rushing with 1,261 yards. Not anywhere close yet to your 2,468 that you put up in 2011, but it feels like this is, like I said earlier, probably Crestview's best chance at not only knocking off St. Paul, but possibly making a long run in the tournament.
Yeah, Connor is running the ball really well, but the best thing about football is, there's 10 other guys on the field. So I've been watching some of the games, and I see the offensive linemen blocking their tails off, working hard every play. They've got a great tight end that's catching the ball. They're running some great play actions and even throwing the ball out of the shotgun. I know Connor has a lot of the workload on offense and defense from what I've seen. But, it's a team sport, and I'm really proud of the offensive and line controlling that line of scrimmage and allowing Connor to run the way he is. So it's very impressive. Just keep doing what you guys are doing.
Also, I think the last 10 years, St. Paul kind of got into the minds of the Crestview players, that maybe a little bit of intimidated just because it's St. Paul. What would you say to this year's squad to, maybe get them out of that funk? Because for most squads, not even just for Crestview, but most squads in the Firelands Conference, when they see that St. Paul on their shirts, they might, fall back a little bit, not be as confident. What would you say to the boys this year to say, hey, you are the best team out there, go get it?
That's a really good question. I like that. I would say stay in the moment. Don't think about the future. Don't think about what happened in the past. Stay right there in the moment, right? Treat this week just like any other week. Go out there. Your coaches put a really good game plan in place. Follow the game plan. And I know you're very well prepared. And just go out there and just one play at a time and have fun with it.
Yeah, you always got to have fun when you're playing football. That's why you play the game, right? Finally, I know you watched a couple of our games live and free right here on the OH Report, but I know you watched the Plymouth game back. What do you think of the new turf there up at Crestview? The place looked beautiful.
It is a very nice turf, very impressive. Crestview is really, the whole community, we're really excited to see it. It was a lot of work, a time coming, because I know that they have a new weight room now. They've got a new turf. I'm excited to see what else, is new to come and upgrade for those young men to go out there and play some good football and have something to look forward to. So the turf looks great. I look forward to seeing them again play there against St. Paul. So,
and we're glad you're watching, like everybody else on the OH Report live and free, but that's why we do it, just so alumni and family that can't make it to the games can, still watch their team play. Well, Mason, I appreciate the time tonight, and we look forward to maybe talking to you down the road, hopefully when not St. Paul, but Crestview makes, the possible long run in the playoffs.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks again, Travis, for having me. I'm really proud of the Crestview Cougars this year. They're doing really great work, and they're making the entire community proud. So go out there, have some fun, and just stay in the moment and win some football games. I'll see you in the state championship.